today in so many aspects, in my health, in our finances, in everything, in every way. 4 years ago, I was pregnant with my first baby, and that is what intrigued me to try essential oils. So I actually learned about them from my chiropractor when I was pregnant. And so I started using essential oils for my pregnancy, then I used them for my baby, and it just like little by little blew my mind. I would have just amazing results really quickly. I used them when I had headaches. I had really bad migraine headaches, and I instantly had relief from using them, so I didn't have to use any medications in my pregnancy. Then my son, when he was like 2 months old, had really bad gas, and he would scream every night, and I used them for my son for his gas pains and colic and digestive support, and it was instantly relief for him too, and he just stopped screaming at night and started sleeping through the night. So those are my two first experiences with dōTERRA essential oils, and I was blown away. Like I said, I that was only the beginning, and so I always tell that story because I love that story. But I want to share with you guys just a little bit more. Like, so now here I am, fast forward 4 years, and it's crazy because I thought, well, these are awesome. I'll use them when I'm pregnant. I'll use them, you know, for my baby. But I had no idea to the full extent of now what our lives are like, and I can't imagine our lives without it. Now, literally, it has helped not just my baby and my pregnancy, but they've helped me with so much. They've helped my husband, they've helped my marriage, they've helped our animals. I mean, the list is endless. If you guys have not yet seen all of the different topics I have done in my Live Essentials class group on here, please get in there and see, and you'll see all the topics. I do new ones every month because literally the possibilities are endless, okay? Spiritually, I mean, all things, essential oils connect to all of that and are so beneficial for us. And so it's crazy. And so now here I am 4 years later, and literally hi Linda, literally we, you know, not only do we not use any prescription medications in our family, we don't even use any over-the-counter medications. Like, we literally don't have a medicine cabinet. We have essential oils, and that's literally all we use for everything, okay? And so that just like is mind-blowing to me to think about where we came from. And really, we weren't super unhealthy. We weren't on a bunch of prescription medications, so that's not my testimony. You're gonna hear some testimonies like that, which is amazing, but we just didn't know, like, you know, what really health was. And so when we learned about essential oils, what it really taught me is what is my biggest testimony for dōTERRA, and my biggest like thank you and praise about all of this is what it's taught me. It's taught me to be the kind of person who values myself and my family and wants to learn more about health, and just the support system that I've had from dōTERRA and learning about essential oils and how they work with our bodies and what they've done for our bodies has just challenged me to start reading labels and start eating healthier, and it's just been a complete change in my whole lifestyle. And so I know anybody who's been using essential oils will tell you that it's not just essential oils, and I'm the first one to tell you that they are not the cure-all end-all, and that's not all we need. That is all I use in my medicine cabinet. But I mean, I'm a huge believer in just all things wellness and all things health, and obviously we have supplements. We have so many pieces to the puzzle now that I've learned about that I had no clue about 4 years ago. So I would have told you, I'm fine, I'm healthy, you know, like I don't have any prescription medications, I'm not overweight, whatever, right? But I needed essential oils in my life. I needed them emotionally, I needed them spiritually, I needed them physically. I had no clue because it just was like normal to me to like use a medication. And I'm not just, you know, not just wanting to talk about medications tonight, but I just want you to know just kind of how much my life has changed, and that's my biggest testimony. So I have so many testimonies. I decided I'm not going to just go into like all of them because I like to talk about essential oils. I'm very passionate about them because they've changed my life. And so I just didn't want to do a bunch of testimonies, but just tell you guys, from the bottom of my heart, the biggest thing that I love to do is to share with moms, because when I started, I was a new mom. And so I just encourage you, if you are that mom that's tired, that's stressed out, that's anxious or worried, that's like so over having sleepless nights and endless doctor visits, or your marriage is having issues, if you're like, man, I wish I was the woman I was when we first got married, or whatever, right? If that's you, if you've said any of those things, you need to consider essential oils, okay? And if you're the woman that I was back then too, that was like, what is my purpose in life? What am I supposed to be doing? You know I'm a mom, but what else is there? What did God create me to do? Or you're like, I'm so tired of living paycheck to paycheck and being in debt, and I just never feel like we can get ahead. If that's you, then you need to listen and hear about the business of dōTERRA too. So It's crazy, but really, like, that is my testimony. It's all part of it. And in the beginning, I had no clue but that was God's plan for it to be more than just me using essential oils. But of course, when you try something and it's amazing and life-changing, you share it. So like I said, it really was, we went through, like in the first year of using them, we went through some really cool things. Like I said, not some big, we didn't have any big diseases. We weren't on crazy prescription medications, but they helped my son sleep. He had no more gas issues. We just started little by little learning how to replace them for easy little things. And it saved us money. And we were detoxifying our homes and our bodies and our health, just getting rid of all the toxins and the fake and the chemicals and replacing them with these God-given gifts, which was such a blessing to us. And then my husband had a really serious injury, and he was able to use essential oils to help heal himself, to help with pain. And then I was like, wow, there's even more to this, you know? And even with brain issues, he had a concussion. I mean, and so it was just like blowing my mind, one thing after the next, the things we used oils for. And then it was like, okay, I'm postpartum and all this, and it helped with my emotions, and it helped with my libido, it helped my marriage, okay? So that's my quick, okay, there's just too many to put just one testimony out there. So if any of those things are you, please attend an Essential Oils 101 class and just learn more. Or get with me, get with whoever invited you to this, and just learn more about these essential oils, okay? And if you're like me and you're like, well, my life was great. It really was. I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband was a cowboy. He worked on a ranch, and he made a decent living for us, and we were fine. We were very content. And so I just always assumed, like, we never probably will be wealthy. That just doesn't fit us, right? And I just figured we probably always will have a little bit of debt or whatever. I just didn't know what life was like without that. So I didn't really, ever see myself doing something like the business. And I actually had been approached about MLM companies before, and we had even tried one, and I had a really negative experience with it. So I was like, no, this is probably not for me, right? But like I said, I started sharing. How could I not share with my other mom friends? Like when they were like, my baby can't sleep. Oh, he's teething. Oh my gosh, like he has gas. Like, of course, I was like, instead of recommending Gas X or Johnson's scary lavender soap or something, I was like, try this, So that started happening. And within a year of me just sharing with mom friends and not even really saying I'm doing the business, I hit a rank that was supplementing my husband's income. That was huge. I was able to pay my car payment. I had a $440 a month car payment for my mom car that we had to have when I had one baby. Silly, right? But that's the world we live in, okay? And so I just thought, I'm always going to have a car payment. I didn't know what it was like to have extra, to not have a car payment. And so I started paying that car payment. And my husband was like, what is this? Wait a minute, and then he started going, this is cool. And then I earned us a trip to the Dominican Republic for free, all expenses paid by dōTERRA. And it took me, my husband, my son, and our brand new baby, because we were on baby number 2 by then, to the Dominican Republic. And when that happened, my husband and I both went, wow, okay, this is cool. I know incentive trips are neat. You see people doing incentive trips and all kinds of MLMs. And dōTERRA is not a big, just incentive trip person. But really what we learned there was how amazing the people in this company are. It is a ministry, and that is definitely my heart, my husband's heart. We know that we want to help people. And so when we realized this is what it's all about, these people are making money because God wants them to help people. We were like, this is cool. We can do this. So we decided this business is for us. And I started doing that business. Just in another year from then, we were able to completely replace my husband's income. We were able to get all of our debt paid off. We sold our house. So we paid off all of our debt between dōTERRA and selling our house, paid off our cars, paid off everything. We had zero debt. And literally we had probably $60,000 of debt before that, not including the mortgage and the house payment, just credit cards and car payments and student loans, crazy stuff, right? So we were able to get rid of all of that. And when that happened, I was just like, pinch me. Is this real? It hadn't even been 3 years at that point. It had been 2.5 years since I bought a kit, okay? That is crazy, okay? And so when that happened, then my husband actually decided that he would quit his job. He said, let's do this. Life is short. He's a big dreamer, and he's always been about life is short. We should be doing what we love and enjoying it. He quit his job, and we bought this RV that I'm sitting in right now with some of the money we made from selling our house. So we own this, and we didn't have any debt then, and we just had a paid off vehicle and an RV, and we said, let's travel. We're both kind of gypsy type people, and we wanted to travel and see the world, and we decided we would start going and do all 50 states and Canada and all of that. And at this point, the best part is I had people on my team in Canada and all over in all these states, which is so cool about how this works about network marketing. Only in network marketing can you grow your friends list that fast, okay? That's my favorite part of the business is I have friends all over now. It's such a blessing, and they're amazing women, and they encourage me daily. And so that's my business testimony, and I just am still in awe of this. It's been a little over a year now that we've been full-time traveling. We've been to 27 states. We've been to 3 different countries. My husband just got to go on a mission trip to Nepal for 2 weeks. We're about to go to the Bahamas next weekend. I mean, like that, I never thought that would be my life. And so I just want you guys, if you're like me and you're like, oh, she can do it, okay? You can do it too. Anybody can do this, okay? And so that's why we're doing this event, so you guys can really see this is possible, okay? And this is awesome. And an RV may not be your dream, but whatever your dream is, if it's about God and it's about helping people, then it's going to succeed. And so I just want to encourage you guys, if you haven't tried oils yet, if you're that mom and you can relate to anything I said, why haven't you tried them yet? And if you have tried oils yet, but you haven't shared them yet or hosted a class or even thought about like the business potential here yet, then I just have to ask you, why haven't you yet? Okay? It really is simple. We're all here to help you. Our team is amazing. The support, the heart behind this company, it is like nothing else you will see out there. So please give it a chance. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your time tonight. And if I haven't met you yet, if you have any questions, comment, personal message me. Like I said, I'm just so thankful for each and every one of